What if you're learning everything you need, just not what you expected? You mind if I tell you a short story? I'm going to relate it to, if you don't mind, I want to take you back to the Karate Kid. See, Daniel just wanted to learn how to fight. That was his goal. But Mr. Miyagi agrees to train him, but instead of kicks, punches, he was told to wax the car, paint the fence, fan the floor. He was frustrated. He thinks he is wasting his time. I came here to learn karate, not clean your house. But what Daniel didn't realize was that every motion was building a muscle memory, a discipline, an instinct. Therefore, when the real fight came, he was more ready than he ever imagined. And I get it. When you're a new project manager, you may feel the same way. You're attending meetings, you're sending updates, you are resolving issues and thinking, am I ever, or am I even learning anything? But just like Daniel, you're building a foundation, you're learning reflexes. You just don't know it until you step into your real project. That's why it's so important to track what you're actually learning, because growth in the field often looks like being repetitive before realization actually hits. This is why we're going to get into principle number 1. Track what you're actually learning. See, in the day-to-day work, it's easy to overlook your growth. You may even master prioritization, stakeholder management, or even navigating ambiguity without even realizing it. When you actively track your learning, it helps build these skills, from confidence to even providing concrete examples for future opportunities. You may ask, well, Edie, why is this even important? Because self-awareness is a powerful project management tool. By documenting your progress, combats imposter syndrome, and it helps you see tangible steps of your professional journey. Experiment with these actionable tips. Keep a weekly PM, as I call it, wins and lessons log. Use a Google Doc or even Notion or even Excel to really document your progress. And this is the key point right here, family, your insights. Next one, set a reoccurring calendar reminder. Basically, update your log every Friday to maintain consistency and reflect on the week. And the last and final one is organize entries into categories, sort of like themes, like, for instance, communication. How did you communicate well if someone gave you feedback and said, hey, I love the way you communicate? Conflict. How did you handle a particular conflict? Risk. How did we track and mitigate particular risks that came up? And most important, if you don't remember anything else, is leadership. See, leadership is the foundation that allows you to have influence. See, there's a difference between leadership and management. We want to impose leadership because we want to support. We want to be servant leaders. We want to be able to create so much value that people want to follow us. Here's a professional thought for us. We often discount our own progress because it happens incrementally. By making your learning tangible, you combat imposter syndrome and build a fact-based confidence in your abilities. Principle number 2, seek out a mentor. Again, seek out a mentor and sponsor. See, a mentor helps you grow. A sponsor helps you get promoted. One gives you advice, the other gives you an opportunity. You need both. Again, why is this important? Mentorship accelerates your learning curve, while sponsorship ensures you're not being overlooked when it's time, as we call it, to level up. Here, experiment with these actionable tips. Identify someone who is 2 steps ahead of you. Ask for a 20-minute coffee chat. Next one, be clear, like, hey, I'm looking to grow my project management skill set and would find your assistance, your guidance very valuable. And the last and final one, ask your manager, who in the company is known for developing great, no, we're going to scratch that from the record, exceptional project managers. Here's my professional thought for you today, family. Mentorship is about improving your game. Matter of fact, let's remix that. Mentorship is about showing you the shortcuts, but work is involved. You can't outwork the work. What I mean by that is that there's going to require something of you that is going to make it painful. It's going to make it that you're going to have to grow. So sponsorship, though, is about getting you into the field of play. Both are built on trust and performance. Principle number 3, stop waiting for formal training. Go and create it. Listen, companies don't always offer structured project management learning path. That's not your ceiling. It's your invitation to initiate. Why is this important? See, self-starters get noticed, they take ownership, and they create their own development in a sense that shows leadership and maturity beyond their role. Here's some actionable tips I would love for you to experiment with. Start a personal curriculum, maybe one PM book, one podcast, and one article per month. I always recommend, especially for my new project managers, and this is what the concept is, but anyone that's in this thing that I love, that I hope you fall in love with, called project management, can take value from it. Because I even take value from it when I create the content, because I'm learning that it's important that you want to be in front of the material, meaning a project management book or creating a podcast or even listening to a podcast or listening to something like this, which I appreciate. But having the ability to show personal interest in creating your own curriculum is going to be key. Next one, share what you learned, discuss insights with your teams, and eventually casually. And the last and final one, build micro presentation. Create you like 5 slides or so on something you learned and offer to share it internally. Here's my professional thought. Demonstrate that you can learn independently is one of the most valuable skills you can possess. It shows your adaptability, your resourcefulness, and a self-starter. These are all hallmarks for future leaders. Principle number 4, shadow other project managers. See, while you're watching PMs in action, it gives you insight into their styles, their strategies, and the common traps that you can avoid. See, what I like to call this is that they've done the homework for you. So all you have to do is take that homework of what you learned and get better. Why is this important? Exposure expands your mental toolkit. You'll see how others handle conflict, lead meetings, or navigate executive conversations. Experiment with these actionable tips. Ask to sit with another PM during project kickoff, sprint planning, or even steering committees. Next one, debrief with them afterwards and ask them a question. Why did you handle it that way? Next one, document what you would have done differently or what you will borrow, or what I like to say, actually model. What can I model from this PM? Here's my professional thought. Every PM has a unique toolkit. Shadowing others, you can pick and choose the best tools from others so you can add it to your own toolbox. Principle number 5, learn from others' failures and successes. See, studying how others fail and recover gives you foresight, insight, basically allows you to study what wins, gives you tools. Why is this important? You don't have enough years to learn everything the hard way. So shortcut your experience curve by learning from actual others. Experiment with these actionable tips. Read postmortems for previous internal projects or lessons learned, especially the failed one. Ask your mentor, what was the toughest lesson you learned as a PM? And the final one, start what I'll call lessons I won't learn the hard way. What key takeaways? Here's my professional thought. Wisdom isn't about never making mistakes. No. It's really truly about not making the same mistake twice. Learning from other mistakes is the ultimate shortcut. Principle number 6, develop your negotiation and influence skill set. Project managers lead through influence, not authority. You being consistent, you ensuring that you are brokering promises and resolving conflicts and advocating for priorities are going to be key. See, this is important, family, because it's not always about being persuasive. It's about being respected when you have to say no. Actionable tips I would love for you to experiment. This is one of my favorite books when it comes to negotiation. So shout out to you, Chris Voss, if you're listening. Never Split the Difference by Chris Voss. This is an excellent read. I recommend it to every project manager I know because it's an important how he frames things. Next one, practice framing requests using what is in it for them type language. And the last and final one, role play scenarios with a mentor or teammate to improve your tone and presence. Here's my professional thought here. Influence is not about manipulation. Sometimes I believe that we get that twisted or we get it wrong in a sense because We think about when we have to influence someone, we have to manipulate them. No, 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 no. That's not what it is. It's truly about alignment. It's truly about being a great influencer that can really master the different interests of others while still meeting the project needs. Principle number 7, deepen stakeholder relationships. Message, if you're new to the episode, anytime I say the word message, this is something you want to pay attention to and lock in, because this is so valuable that if you don't take time to pay attention and absorb, you're going to miss it. Let me explain why this is valuable. See, good project outcomes often deepen on strong relationship, not just solid plans. In order to get things done, if you know anything about project management, you must, because you're listening to this, you only can get things done through people. So if I can only get things done through people, then relationships is important. Okay, maybe I'm preaching here. You probably already know this, but this is important because when things go wrong, and they will, trust with your stakeholder gives you breathing room to fix it. Here's my actual tips I would love for you to experiment with. Block 15 minutes every 2 weeks to check with key stakeholders informally. Next one, ask them one question that isn't project related so you can build rapport. And the last and final one, keep stakeholder mapped with their goals, their concerns, and their communication preference. And my professional thought here is a project's plan or schedule will tell you what to do. Your stakeholder relationships determine if you will be able to do what you would like to do. Principle number 8, data tells you what is happening. People's reactions tell you why it's happening. Oh, I like that one, family. Why is this important? Because you can't lead a team effectively if you miss the unspoken tension, the unspoken disengagement. Okay, I'll probably keep going, but you get where I'm going. The point I'm trying to make is when teams disengage or individuals disengage, how do you get them engaged? And so you have to be able to read the room. Experiment with these actual tips. Observe who is speaking in meeting and who is really not, and basically avoiding eye contact. Next one. After meetings, debrief with a trusted colleague. Did you notice how that landed? We want to create this question and answer type scenario. And the last and final one, keep a short, basically emotional radar journal alongside you every project tracker. Here's my professional thought here, family. Data tells you what happens, but people, and I do mean people, tell you what is about to happen. Exceptional project managers pay attention to both. Well, family, I got 2 bonuses. I couldn't help myself because I think this is a valuable episode. So if you don't mind sticking around, I got 2 more. Principle number 9, schedule monthly one-on-ones with yourself. You manage everyone's priorities, but who's managing yours? Why is this important? Without personal accountability, time passes and progress stalls. Experiment with these actionable tips. Block reoccurring 30-minute meetings on your calendar titled PM Growth Review. Next one, answer 3 prompts. What went well? What challenged me? And what do I need to improve? And the last and final one, set one small goal to hit before your next one-on-one. Here's my professional thought on this, family. You are the most important project you will ever manage. True indeed. So give your own career the same strategic planning and attention you'll give your professional projects. Principle number 10, volunteer for the scary task. See, a lot of times what happens is that, especially new project managers that get into this thing that I love, that I hope you fall in love with, called project management, they feel that they're not learning anything, but they're nervous to get into a situation where they will take on a task or a project that they may feel is bigger than them. But see, growth rarely happens and it never comes for something easy. You need to walk in the rooms where you're not the expert. Why is this important? See, doing what intimidates you, let's be honest, it's going to build confidence. It may even build resilience. And matter of fact, you know what may happen, family? You may even get visibility. Experiment with these actual tips. So raise your hand for something unfamiliar, like a tough stakeholder meeting, leading a new framework, or presenting to leadership. Next one, prep with a mentor beforehand to de-risk the unknown. And the last and final one, which is the most important one, reflect afterwards. What surprised me? What would I have done different? Well, here's my professional thought for you today, family. Your comfort zone is a pleasant place, but nothing ever grows there. Your goal is not to eliminate the fear, but to learn to act in spite of it. The confidence you gain on the other side is truly, and I do mean truly, transformational. Well, family, if you stayed this long, I truly appreciate it. You may feel like you're not learning much right now, and I get it, but growth in project management is not always loud. It's subtle. It shows up in moments when you lead your first real project and you realize you're more prepared than you thought. The truth is, you are learning how to lead. You are learning how to communicate. And most of all, you are learning how to adapt. See, it takes time to see it. So don't let self-doubt pick you. Keep showing up, keep asking questions, and trust that every meeting, every challenge, every win is building something bigger than you can see right now. My closing thoughts is this, family. Your growth is already happening. Let it in. If you're new, I go by the name ED. For all you smart and intelligent folks out there, hey, that just simply means it. Until next time.